Yes, yes, yes. Chubby's in the house. I'm doing a live. I wasn't going to, but you know, I just thought of me funds, and I thought I've got to do something for the funds. So I'm here live, man. Bring in the comments. I haven't prepared anything. I'm freestyling. Yeah. Disco Dave says the Corey power starts now. I told you about my Corey problems, right? They're worse than Tyson Fury's Corey problems. Yeah. And like my Corey status shrunk from an impressive 7.8 to 5.5. My boy, excuse me, MJ Boxing 82. What do you say, blood? Remember, MJ Boxing 82 got a channel, so check him out. He's my man. You got Carl Char, you know, the guy that beat Time Booth on the live. Disco Dave was always about the Corys. Blood. Misty morning, talk. Yeah, great to see you guys. You know, it's like, what is there to talk about boxing? What is there to talk about? Yeah, what's up, Chubby? I don't know. I was going to release a video, you know, and I thought, well, what am I going to talk about? Like Callum Smith, Patel, interesting fight, but I've done a video. Gay J and Google, but I've done a video. So I thought I'd just interact. You know, I thought I'd just interact with the funds. I'm the negotiator. That's cool, man. That's not a bad nickname. MJ, the negotiator boxing. Yeah, what I'm saying. O'Hara Davis lost low. I felt a bit sorry for him, man, because he's deluded. He's low IQ. He got waxed. Well, I'm annoyed myself because I was like, I'm gonna put some money on this, but I didn't. You know, even though I predicted it. I don't know, come up before the fight was rescheduled, and yeah, sure enough, he ironed him out, man. Yeah, of course there's something, blood. No, Chubby, you haven't mentioned no Corey problem to me. What's up? Not firing blanks? No, I don't know, man. I haven't fired anything. I went from being an 8-inch Corey to a 5.5-inch Corey. And I can't believe it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not, it doesn't matter. I haven't used my Corey, but like, still, it's a bit weird, man. It actually happened. De La Homo signing O'Hara Davis. I don't know. I mean, De La Homo's offers not half of the time. He's in the kitchen having the utensils put in his battle. He doesn't know what's going on, man. O'Hara has been nothing more than a British level fighter. Anyone with the brain can see that. He looked terrible. He got dropped, you know. And he blamed, I don't know, something to do with the oxygen coming through the vents. 5.5 inch to South Asian course. Hey, 5.5 is big for South Asian blood. What are you talking about, blood? Liam and Chains, my boy. Chubby, what do you make to Fred Cyril being an order? Who's he, man? I don't know who he is, brother, to be serious. What's his name? Let me check it out, man. Fred what? What does he do? Is he an actor? Is he like... Tell me. I'll enter it, but Fred what? Cyril? Fred Cyril? Is he a Montreal... Oh, Fred Cyriax, the origin. Oh, yeah, but look at the state of it, man. And he's what's called? He's you know, elitist tool, man. That's typical. It should be reckoning dough. No, not at all, brother. I make like, thanks to the generosity of my fans, you know, 60% of the money gets from me funds. But last month I got £250. But, you know, most of that was from me funds. So, I've been shadow banned, obviously. Turkey Al Sheikh, Corey Check, that's my boy. Turkey Al Sheikh has changed boxing. You know what I'm saying? He's a TV host, but check out his Black Freedom Radio. Okay, I found him out who he is, right? I'm going to find out his girlfriend. How dark is she? She's called Fruitcake? Blood. I mean, she like dark blood. She's dark, blood. You know what I'm saying, man? She like, I don't know, 11:45 p.m. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot more old drillers than you think of. You know, in my last live or one of my other lives, I said, "Who's your favorite old driller?" And I was, who isn't a boxer? And I'm like, okay, Brad Pitt did some old drilling, right? Sanita, if you know who Sanita is, she was 80s, 90s pop star. Simon, whatever that nonce who does that program, nailed her. Brad Pitt nailed her. Brad Pitt nailed Robin Givens. Robin Givens is a snow queen. Yeah, she got nailed by Donald Trump. Believe that. That's Mike Tyson's old wife, blood. They're giving away 100 to 1 for gay JV Zingani. What do you mean, man? 100 to 1 in what round? Zingani to win round 9 or 10, well worth 40 pounds. 100 to 1. It's a weird fight. Gage is a coward. I think you probably win on points, to be honest with you, but he is a coward, Gage. So he'll be going backwards. Yeah, it's not impossible that Ngannou will knock him out, but betting on specific rounds is quite dangerous. Many reasons Corey's going to shrink. Cold weather, poor blood circulation, lack of minerals, I think. I don't know what's happened. I think I've been cursed because, you know, or like, I mean, taught a lesson, you know, that I took too much liberties with my Corey, and now I've been told that's it, it's finished for you. So maybe, Lee Talks All Drilling, the All Drilling expert. Thanks to Ecstasy for sponsoring the stream, of course, man. Like any time, man. You need that Sonny Edwards £60 donation. Well, to be honest, right, I let him get away. What I had on him was very, was not good. It's kind of stuff that appeared in national newspapers. But I let him go away for like 60 quid. But he was also quite likable. Maybe he played me, but there's a part of Sonny that's quite likable, you know. Black beauties. What, you into that thing? The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. You and Otto Wallin just going on the pull. Jack of EastEnders is an origin. I don't watch EastEnders, man. Tom Hanks touched the triple. Tom Hanks, if he's young enough, yeah. Actor Will Miller is an old driller. I remember that guy. That's from back in the day. Robert De Niro, he's an old driller. Black people don't date black people. Well, that's not actually true. Like, if you look at statistics, see, the elitists, the NWO want us all to mix together so that we have no roots, we've got no national impulses, you know. They want to separate us. But actually, most black people, in reality, date black people. Most white people date white people. Lizzo is kind of hot. Oh, do you mean the fat pig? Come on, man. Monsieur Barish, bonjour, Triple B. Bonjour, la famille. A little thought Carlos Takamaro, of almost 40 years of age, who always delivers even a few days notice. Yeah, but he's, I mean, you know, he looked juiced up. What, is he all right? Is he died? What do you want? What do you want to the shit going on in Ecuador? Curfew and lockdown for one prisoner escapes his man. Of course it is. Any country that pushes against the world order will be punished in one way or another. And generally, so if you're a leader, you'll either be friends or you'll be, or both actually, or you'll be offered a lot of money to do the right thing by their regards. What do you think about the Epstein videos of Trump, Andrew, disabled, Verizon, H Pro? Yeah, I mean, like, what's that guy called? Stephen Hawking's blood? Like, a distraction for the public or true? It depends what you mean by that. Obviously, it's true. They all did it. It's part of a Mossad operation. But then the paper's pretending that people are going to be... It's like the Jimmy Savile thing, right? Instead of going after the BBC and the politicians like Edward Heath and Prince Charles, the royalty, they just went after, right, Savile, who's dead, and a couple of other guys like Stuart Wood or whatever, and Rolf Harris, to make it look like they were doing something. So I think the same thing is going to happen now. Ticey. I like all drilling. I was once seeing the black woman. They're too aggressive and made me a bottom. Fucking hell, man. Chittleby with his drink song. There's another Chittleby. Still as good, but different, same person. Yeah, I'm going to stop drinking actually soon. I usually go for like 2 months on, 2 months off. I prefer when I'm sober, to be honest with you. And I will do like a 3.5 hour live, but there are a number of reasons why I get back on the ting, man. But WW Smith should be an N25. Yeah, and I've just watched some preview videos. I did one myself, and I think Smith has a decent chance. I'm not saying he'll win. The problem is that British fighters abroad do not have a big level of success, right? What is there? Lloyd Hunnigan, that was 1986. Lennox Lewis, well, he's not really British. Ricky Hatton scored a couple of wins in the US, but some of them tightly. What's that guy called? Is it Junior Weir, or is it Kell Brook who beat Sean Porter? They don't have that much success on the whole. But looking at it, Smith looks broad-shouldered. He can punch. But Termiev's skills are not that impressive. Obviously, his power is. Oh, come on, man. I can't believe I clicked on that. Come on, blood. Don't be disgusted. A mate of mine's wife is Sri Lankan. The same view is once you go black, there's no comeback. It's bullshit, man. It's just another. See, they've been trying to get people to mix, so they'll feed them a line. Once you go black, there's no turning black. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I mean, that's nonsense. I know plenty of people that did ore drilling or coal burning, and they tried it. They're like, yeah, it's not for me, man. Same with the Triple B. I done 3 bits of oil drilling with the Queens that were at the top, but it's not for me, man. No, absolutely not, man. Disco Dave, I like mixed race girls, but I'm a mixed race girl. But every mixed race girl I come across turns out to be mad CUNTs. Well, that's what they're pushing, because white guys don't really like pure black women, do they? But there's quite a lot of white guys that like, mixed race girls. So they're trying to push that. It's all part of the agenda, brother. My God, then just started working at a uni. I'm seriously wanting to get programmed into their ways. How do I deal with this? Well, unfortunately, anyone going to university who listens to it, who is naive, they're going to fall for it. I had a girl, a Danish girl, right? She was really pretty, and she, I took her business, and she was like, kind of red pilled. She's like, why did these immigrants, they don't obey our rules, they do what they want, they do this, they do that. She's complaining. And then she went to university, she came out and she goes, oh, white babies are so ugly, they look like they're made of dough. And I was like, what? Huh? And then she said to me, oh, the problem is I feel so terrible. I said, why is that, love? Well, I'm racist. I said, why? Because I don't want to sleep with any black guys. I like white men, which makes me feel terrible. I'm like, you've been so programmed. And she was quite bright. It's incredible, man. It's incredible, man. Lito's box. I'd rather 11:59, 59. Damn, that's some Sudanese shit, blood. You know what I'm saying? Mixed race girls are cocky. Yeah, I think it's because black girls adore mixed race girls, and white guys will go for them as well. So it's like black girls a bit chippy because most white guys are not into that thing. Yeah, but mixed race girls get white and black men. I think that's where it comes from, man. Oh, my boy Tommy, the machine gun, my man. No homo, nothing lifts a spirit. Nothing lifts a spirit, quite like a Triple B live. Oh, thank you, brother. I thought you were talking about nothing. Funerals. I used to have the nickname Jack the Black Vagina. Are you serious? Why did they give you that nickname, man? We just after the the what do they call it? Beef, not pork, beef. I just seem nice kind of guy. Well, listen, man. You know what? Like people say, it is difficult these days because the media's and pornography and women's magazines manipulate people so much. Women, especially, because they're very naive and suggestible. To like a bunch of grotesque slags. It's so nice when you find a nice girl, and you're in love. But the problem is that there's so much energy from the media and stuff to cheat, to cuckold. Mr. Baish Colburn, mudsharking is another instance. Big up to the Mozambican girl. I'm quite happy. Yes, brother, great to see you. Where's Kingdale? I love me fans. Where's Kingdale Clive's relentless heavy duty question duties at? Yeah, I don't know, man. He's probably taking care of like some queen. Liam, my girl them. My God, you sound like Ben Heine. My girl them is mega intelligent. I did a PhD, but refused to accept when I first met her that women are biological. What? That men are biologically strong? I deprogram at what she's going to. Wow. I mean, it's nuts, right? I was in the pub, right? And there's this guy, right? He's a teacher. He teaches like sixth form or even backward than that, secondary school. And he's sitting in the pub, this idiot. He's 70. He goes, "Oh, there is nothing." Let's swear down. This is a direct quote, verbatim. There is nothing a man can do better than a woman. And he was saying this to some 17-year-old girl who was bright and she was about to go to university. And she was like, "Well, I don't know. There are like physical differences." But he wouldn't have it, man. It's crazy, man. Big up the Church B for the funds. And up there, the Church of Girls principles are going on. Oh, I need to organize it. I hadn't planned this live, but yeah, he will come on. Definitely. I'm gonna get some good feedback from Twitter. I need to sort it out. It'd be quite fun. I'd like to get him on and then get like Sonny and the Prince. Latest figures show the Congo has the highest rate of grape in the world. What, even more than Sweden? My boy. I always forget. Like, subscribe. Comment. Yes, thank you, brother. Bengal G14, G Unit. Shorty speaks different languages. I love it when he pronounces a Spanish accent like Bam Rodriguez. Oh, I speak a bit of French. I speak a bit of Spanish. What else do I could say? Strasvice. That's Russian, right? Strasvice. Privyet. Or even some Arabic. Shukram. I like foreign languages. And, when I go Italian, when I go to another country, which I haven't done for a bit because I've been in the basement, I like to learn some of the language. And they love it as well. Yeah, man. Remember to share and donate to keep the channel alive. Sam Stroller likes the multi-diversity idea more. Brown men for him. Of course, but it's a bit more than that, he's been in tunnels and stuff. It's funny how easy it is for Patel to rattle Sonny Prince. Yeah, I know it. He's a weird one, Sonny, because as I said, like there's part of me that likes him, part of me thinks, come on, man. But he can't get rattled by the Prince, and the Prince has got his tongue in cheek a lot of the time. The weight difference, there is a difference, but it's a sellable fight. Why do you think Scousers are so defensive about the Kansas States? They are quite rabid. They can't even take a joke about Liverpool. I'm not sure, but they are so proud of being from Liverpool. I had a Scouse friend, and he's like, he'd rip up the Sun every time he's seen it. This is like how crazy it is, how mad it gets. This guy was like saying, well, they're building a fifth, what is called landing strip at Heathrow. Why would they do that? They should build it in Liverpool. I said, what are you talking about, bloods? No one's going to Liverpool. He goes, yeah, it's closer to America. So it makes more sense that people should. I'm just like, come on, man. The difference is about 10 minutes in flight. And Americans don't even know what Liverpool's about, man. I mean, it's very bizarre. Also, this guy is like quite bright and he's a chartered accountant. But all the time, man, all the time, he's obsessed with football. And I said, come on, man, you actually believe that nonsense, man? Patel's hilarious. I like Patel. He's, like I said a few times, he's quite amusing. His tongue's in cheek. But what impressed me more that he went over to all these countries, like 10 countries or more, and boxed and took care of his own career. I don't know who funded it. We'll ask him when he comes on the show. But it's pretty mad that a guy went, organized, boxer organized his own career like that. Damn, what the blood clot. Excuse me. I don't think I rolled that properly. I'm not a very good roller. Damn, automatic commercial went on when the Freeview was about to pronounce Spanish. Freeview make millions. Good for him. I don't make millions, brother. Must make me. I don't make nothing, man. It's amazing. Like, every video you have, 10% goes to Triple B, 9% goes to YouTube. Even if you're kind enough to give me a super chat, right? 30% still goes to YouTube. It's just terrible, brother. I've switched the ads on for this, yo. Larry, listen, my boy. I tried to fight Barroso with his hand down and chin up in the air. I mean, it was the early rounds, but he looked terrible. And I said before, I don't rate O'Hara as a world-class fighter, but Barroso, I just looked at some of his losses and he looked so old. But so I was like, previously I'd actually predicted his win, but I didn't put any money on, man. I heard Parker's on the Gage on the card. Who's he fighting? There's talk that he might fight, right? That he might fight, what's his face? Big Bang Gelé, but I don't think he will. We'll see if it happens, because everyone knows that there's a chance that whoever wins Usyk and Fury will be stripped to the IBF, right? Why? Because it will give Gage, right, the chance to fight for the title or whatever. So they might put Ergovic against Parker for the IBF title, and then Gage will fight the winner. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, my boy, Little Musgrave. I was at my mum's over, Chris. She had TV on there, massively advertised program about electricity outage. Okay, you reckon they're getting ready to do it for, yeah. And I don't even remember 2 years ago, right, when they talked about, imagine how messed up the world would be without electricity. Imagine that, man. What do you do if you drop electricity, and then not only at home, right? In the supermarkets, all this food's going to go off, right? And that's why they want to push electric cars, so they can control what's going on, man. Yeah, that's correct. It's not a bad fight. I'm just a bit bored with Parker because I think he went as far as he could. There's not got anything exciting to offer Parker, really. Palmer Parade, my boy. What's up, Joey? Chavez Jr. moving to his book. Yeah, you saw my video. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on there. There's some beef going on. But that whole thing when he's walking around in women's heels in his own house and dancing, come on, man. It's not right, man. The Prince come live, 1 in a billion. Yeah? 1 in a billion. White teacher was 1 in 1.5 billion almost. But yeah, he will come on. I need to hit him up on the PMs, man. Scouts are extremely defensive about everything, in my experience. Yeah, they are. I haven't rolled these very well, so I'm struggling. Yeah, they're very defensive of me for Liverpool. I don't know why they consider themselves to be a separate nation. You know, I don't know. Oh, this is interesting. You heard about the Jewish HQ in New York. The police for underground tunnels stay with mattresses, etc. Just cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks. I mean, that's a nuts story, man. But I think it's a double bluff. Who knows? How silly is it that blokes can now box women in America? I mean, it's not. I mean, it's just insane. It makes no sense. You know. But this is part of them pushing it. So loads of people will go back and go, this makes no sense, it's no good. But I mean, okay, let's not have genders. Everyone can fight each other. See how women do. Nothing. None of them will come near the top, man. My boy, the black quarter of the chill will be, yes, brother, it's great to see you, man. How you well, brother? Antichrist Watch, hello, brother. Chill B, what do you think of UFOs, aliens, some demonic stuff? They're demons. Listen, even if you look at the so-called science, which is a lie anyway, right? None of it makes sense. That they're all these light years away, and and they've been turning up in the earth and crashing. You know, come on, man. All right. Oh, my boy Liam and Chains. $2.99 Aussie. It's your $2.50 now for the Corys. Thank you, brother, man. It makes it all worthwhile. Yeah, man. Would you fight a sheep? Oh, sometimes women, some people. Islam says women need to be beaten 5 times a day. If you just know why, if you don't know why, she will. Chavez Jr. is going to be one of the biggest bums. Well, he's one of the biggest frauds ever. That's for certain. I think he. I think. Didn't he he was pounded full of juice? I mean, pounded full of juice. Yes, my boy Alpha BMW. What's up, bro? Big up, Chubby. Hope you're good, bro. I'm okay, brother. Thank you, man. Litos boxing. This is interesting, man. I got Parker beating Zhang. The problem with Zhang is he tends to gas after about the 6th round. So this makes him vulnerable, by the way. But, I love the Big Bang. I love the Big Bang. No homo. No Corey talk so far. This channel lost it. I'm still the right place. We're trying to reduce Corey talk, brother. That's what it's that's what it's about. The Clan Shield's a man. No. Otherwise she'd be better. Could she be? I don't know, man. What it's like, this person is a this is a transformer. I don't know, brother. Can we talk about Pum? Shut up, Tyson. Are you interested in Pum? My boy, Fuck News. Thank you, brother. £4.99. Oh, very generous. Thank you, my brother. Keep talking truths on Boxing Trouble. I try, brother. And even though they fight us, right, and they try and stop stuff getting out, we can get it out. You know what I'm saying? Oh no! What? My boy Dom Diddy as well. £5. Thank you, Dom Diddy, brother. It really makes me happy. Like I said, the funds are the people that support the channel, right? And to give their own personal money when I'm actually making money for YouTube, but to give their personal money is very kind, blood. Should be. Do you have a second religious channel? What? No, but I thought about it, man. Alpha BMW. We need to support the Scousers. They're truly one of the last remaining British English cultures we have. Interesting. Like them, I hate them. They've managed to keep in this dialogue. They have kept their what's called identity. That's true, actually. But most Scousers don't really regard themselves as English. We're a Scouser. All these Scousers that I know, they're good friends and that, and they're funny. And even though I can't understand what they're saying half the time, they're like, they don't support England, man. Monsieur Barry, still shocked by your video of Chavez Jr. on heels. Fiki, I wish he had not watched it. It's disturbing. And why would you, if you're any kind of normal man, film that Get someone else to film it, because obviously he's not filming it. Someone else is filming it, and then release it. It's an Illuminati thing. That's what it is. I'm not sure women would do as bad against men as you think. Oh, come on, blood. I've heard some of the lies. Yeah, Musgrave fools me. I've always got to remember to read it all. I'm sure you've heard some of the lionesses as good as the men. Also, I think Ronda Rousey can beat some men. You remember this, right? This is like insane, man. Ronda Rousey, right, was on the front cover of the Ring magazine, which is allegedly the premier world monthly boxing magazine. And she's like that. They go, can Ronda Rousey save boxing? Right? She had one trick, the armbar. You know, she jumped and armbarred him. That's fine. Have you seen her? What's the word? Shadow boxing. She's terrible, man. I mean, it's insane how sick these guys are, man. Right, I'm just going to say again, Fructose, thank you so much. My boy Dom Diddy. Oh, brother, thank you, man. Thank you, brother. You know, it's so kind. Chavez Jr. had someone at Oscar Yale. Probably. I think he's into it. I saw a video claiming that they had a junior in a hospital, and he was like, oh, going nuts, but it turned out it wasn't him. Oh, hang on. Sorry, guys. I got to take this, man. Oops. What have I done, man? Oh, my boy Andrew. My boy Andrew's supported the channel many times. Thank you, brother. My man, shall we big up? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yes, brother. I'm getting through it, man. But, you know, as you know, if your eyes are open, it's difficult, man. Especially when you encounter normies and blue pillars. Normies I can deal with because I'm thinking there's a chance I can open the eyes. Blue pillars, there's no chance. £10, that's super generous, man. Thank you, man. I hope you're well, brother. I haven't seen you for a bit, bro. How you been going? What about you, man? How you been going, man? I've been all right, brother. By the way, Lee talks possible. My boy Tyrone Johnson was asking if could send him Sam Shaw's number. He just needs to hit Sam up on Twitter, brother. But, you know, let me be clear. Sam likes muscular brown men, so he's got to have a muscular physique. With Scousers, what do you think about it? They constantly attack life. Man, global homo. They are self white. It's about destroying identity, unity, protect the Scousers. I get it, but they're doing this to everyone. It's not just the Scousers, right? Yeah, I get it. Andrew, got to ignore the nonsense. There's too much as well. Well, we can't ignore it, man, because we got to fight it, brother. You got to fight it. The sickness. There's articles that come in the Guardian, in the Wall Street Journal, in the Washington Post, New York Times, saying, "Oh, you know, pedophiles shouldn't be criminals. They should be just." What I say, they should just say they got a disorder. This is the first step into normalizing it. Now, remember, there are kids genuinely. I mean, this sickens me. Genuinely, there are kids in the US, and their parents are bringing them to gender clinics and pumping them full of puberty blockers, right? And then shortly afterwards, they will go through operations, cut their choreo off, or if they're women, cut their breasts off. I mean, this has already been allowed, man. Can you imagine that sickness, man? Is Sam Stroller a real person, or is it Chubby's alter ego? Oh no, Sam is. He's part of the community, man. Yeah? He invented the hashtag LGBT boxing fans. Check him out, blood. Check him out. But yeah, again, Andrew, yeah, we can't ignore it, man. We've got to fight against that. And I say this to people who are having children, and I'm like, are you not worried about, oh, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. Children can think about what they want. Children can make their decisions. I go, you nuts? You're saying your child can cut their choreo off, or got the breasts, right? Because they've been led astray by some psychological sickness. It's incredible, man. It's sad that you say young kids are getting mutilated by the LGBT mob. I mean, brother, the suicide rate is beyond 40%. So what do you know about that? Why would you encourage a child to indulge in surgery, right, in this kind of insanity when they've got a 40+% chance of trying to top themselves? Come on, man. The kids in the USA don't need their parents pushing them. Yeah, and in Scotland, right? So in Scotland, the what's the guy called? There's a Pakistani origin minister who's head of the SNP, and he said we're considering the parents who don't accept their kids' gender change could be sent down for 7 years. Think about that, man. Andrew, man. It's great to see you back, Andrew, man. I haven't seen you for a bit. What is Sam's think about gender is Simon? He loves that stuff. He thinks it's very positive and it's very inclusive and it's very diverse. Yeah, basically. My boys, Liam and Change. What's up, blood? Can't drink, can't gamble, but old enough to decide if they want their Corey cutting. What is going? Thank you, and that's a great point. And it's insane. How could you ever think these things can be justified? But it shows you how easy it is to manipulate people, including parents. They're the worst. You know, there's all these pictures of mothers, it's usually mothers, and you know, they got a little kid going, I'm so proud of my transgender child. And it's some poor, like, 6-year-old boy in a dress. I got to watch out what I say, not because I don't believe in it, but because, you know, I'll get whacked on the channel, man. Yeah, it's absolutely shocking. And it makes you cry. And there have been a few cases where some kids have been brave enough to go back and go, you encouraged me to do this. The Tavistock Institute, check it out, Tavistock Institute. You encouraged me to do this, and now I'm broken. I'm nothing. Arrow 01. What's up, blood? We think Joe Barton, he's called us the same with winning boxing piece. I find him quite amusing, but also he's made some good points. But usually when you get an individual like Andrew Tate, who goes against the main, the narrative, they usually control opposition. So I think they're using him to, pretend that people who are against transformerism, etc., and all the women stuff have got a voice, but they haven't really. There's a couple of stories recently about high-profile people involved in relationships, but one of them was very close to the legal age, just trying to get people used. Oh, absolutely. So you've got there's some black footballer. I can't remember his name, Sane or something, and allegedly he married a girl who's like 16 or 18 or whatever, but he'd been paid for her, education and grooming her. There's also the Luke Littler thing, and this is why I think got so much press. That he's 16 allegedly, although he looks 35 plus. He looks almost as old as Tyson Fury, and he has got a 21-year-old girlfriend. It's part of normalizing it, and I don't watch this stuff anymore. But if you look at pornography, right, they'll be pushing incest. Oh, the stepdad and his sickness. Thank you. There you go. And you get normies, and they're saying, "Oh, well, it's fine. He didn't, take care of business till she was 18, so it's not a problem." I was like, "How do you know? He's 31, and he'd been looking after her since she was a kid. Come on, man. Would you make?" Yeah, that's a good question. Tyne's new contact with Boss K all seems very weird. Tyne has deleted every single one of his lives, right? And they've done these little videos where Tyne's been mocked a bit, and there's also one video where Tyne admits he's wearing a wire. I'm serious, bro. He's wearing a wire, and he said that Boxing King Non's got his laptop back, which was in the possession of police. So what does that mean? It means Boxing King Nonce is a Fed, and we know that anyway. If you look at Company's house, you can find out he's a Fed. So I don't know why they attacked him, because he's like, I mean, ultimately, if you weigh things up, he's quite low level, but they attack everyone, man. I can't say much about it, but I've had death threats. I've been attacked. Yeah, I have people trying to dox me. So for not keeping about boxing Chubby. No problem, brother. We do everything on this channel. If everyone theory, Triple B, oh, sorry, Taylor Swift, excuse me, is a clone of Satanist Zena LeVay, right, the daughter of Anton LaVey, right? Makes sense to me. I've seen her corrupt the kids doing this sexual. Yeah, some people also say she's a man. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. Listen, no one makes it to the top and has that much influence unless they sell themselves. That's all there is, bro. So yeah, of course. Gilet Jackson, oh bang, or can I earn him alive on the Corey channel? I love that Gilet Jack, man. Come on, but you know, I'm a small channel. You know, these guys, once they get big, they get told what they can do. So, oh my boy, time boost stick. Yeah, you keep on saying about that. I need to do it. I haven't done the stick for a bit, blood. Thoughts on them putting soy in the food, chemicals in the water? You think trying to make men more fun? Well, there is proof from a number of studies that soy can feminize men. Chemicals in the water, yeah, of course. The pill, right? The pill, girls go to the loo and they deposit so much estrogen in the system. And this is why, right? I'm not being funny. This is a serious question, right? So, a serious point. When I lived in, you know, if you look at big cities, all the girls got big tits. Why? Because they're full of estrogen, right? And there's also, it was considered a joke at the time, but they got proven. Alex Jones, who I don't trust, by the way, I think he's been bought or threatened, was saying that like all these pesticides were altering the DNA of the frogs, turning them. Yeah, but they looked into it and it was real. So Joey Barton's top fella says David Stratton. I hope he's real. The problem is that the people that are real usually get shut down very quickly. So I'm a bit suspicious that they're allowing him to talk. And I think it's like, cause what the control opposition do, they will let a guy talk like Andrew Tate, like, you know, go against, you know, the agenda, where then they'll destroy him. Luna's at least 45 to be 16. He had to he was prisoner of war camps. His whole, I mean, I've never seen a guy, I don't know, who's 16 looking like that. The lard he's got on him. He's got a belly of a 40-year-old man. He's losing his hair. His face look. I mean, I just can't believe it, man. That's right. Right. It's all very weird. He came out of nowhere. Exactly, right? And that makes you suspicious. And there's 700K followers, has access to friendship with stars like McGregor. And he came out like, excuse me, like I said, he came out of nowhere and he got so much press. I was sitting in the pub the other day, right, with one guy who's partially red-pilled. He's not red-pilled totally, but he's a bit more open-minded. And all they do is talk about Lulu. And I said, why are you talking about this bread and circus nonsense? You be talking about what's going on, what they're putting in your kids' food, right? What they're teaching your kids at school. And he agreed. And for half an hour, we talked about red pill stuff. But, you know, yeah, everyone was talking about Lulu. Did you see the last two bids from Panache News on YT? OMG, it's about UK Popo charged with Zets crimes 2023. I haven't seen it. It's insane, all sorts of sick, twisted stuff. Hundreds and hundreds of them. Panache News. I hadn't heard of that. Oh, man, let me put it into my phone. I often, you know, I try and follow these things up, but I don't always do so. There's September clues I've been told to look at, which is about 9/11, right? But one of my funds said, if you looked at that, I said no, right? but I kind of already know about 9/11, right? You did live after the Patel fight, Chubby. It's happening in the US, right? So time-wise, probably not. The next day, maybe. My boy Daniel Ford Lauder, what's up, brother? Yes, what on, Brett Bins? Happy New Year. I hope you're great, and I really mean it. Yes, brother. Thank you, bro. It's great to see you. Yeah, I appreciate all the kindness I get. I get a lot of love from the funds because, you know, they recognize the sickness going on, man. Even Little Musgrave, even certain materials used to make clothes that have been shown to raise estrogen, low testosterone. Right. I mean, it's insane. And things like, and that's before you get into aspartame and stuff like that, like artificial sweeteners. So there's during lockdowns, right? There's a bunch of transformers, right? And they couldn't get their HRT, or whatever it's called, the estrogen, their female hormones. So what do? They got plastic bags and boiled them up and drank the juice. What does that tell you? Partners controlled 100%. I believe so. And it just as you control doesn't mean you don't say base stuff. In fact, that's part of it. Also, right? The stuff that goes on, you've noticed how Twitter has suddenly become a little with Elon Musk, because suddenly people are saying more what they want to, but all they're doing is they're harvesting IP addresses, accounts, and finding out who are against them. And this is another way of doing it. My boy Jay Patel. You ever knows he's one of my favorite fighters. He's fighting on the Future Usage undercard. He might fight one of the champions or Buddy Jack. Interesting. I hope so. I just there's not a lot of cruiserweight, and Buddy Jack's like ancient, right? Missy Baish, Missy Raha, she never come back. Yes, brother, she did come back once. I think she's well. She's got a new man, I think, and she did come back once and had a good chat. But I think, she's staying away from the substances, and I think she's kind of, get a little bit high and watch the lives. But yeah, I think she's doing well. Missy making stew for her, man. Why do that PDs look slimmer than Sonny? He took part of growing. He better juice up for the Big Bang. I would expect the Big Bang to beat him. I think it's much to do with the ayahuasca, which is DMT, which is trippy substance. And I think, if you saw him he's a very intense guy, right? You see him in the build-up, he's sitting there like laughing with a stupid look on his face. Yeah. Remember when they used to put a ridiculous amount of E numbers in the sweets? Well, I'm sure they still do. And the weird thing is, you look at the FDA, the Americans put even more substances in their food. Look at ketchup in the UK. Look at ketchup in America and find out, right, how many extra chemicals are. Why? Well, because the pharmaceutical industry is so powerful. Not just buy people and push it through, man. And also, do you remember, okay, this is back in the day, mobile phones first started, they were saying, they can give you cancer if you listen to them by your ear, and don't put it by your pocket when you're talking on the phone, because they will hurt your testicles. That's disappeared, isn't it? Stuff, my boy. Artificial sweeteners are so bad for you. Yeah, and then everything right. And they even passed a law in the UK that there'll be sugar tax. Why? So that foods with artificial sweeteners will be cheaper. It's just sickening how they manipulate you, how they fill you full of poisons, and they make it seem like it's for your own good. Excuse me. I shouldn't be smoking. Smoking's not good, but Most of it is, most of the problem with smoking is the chemicals they put in it. You know, when adverts come in, they're watching YouTube and they're kind of related to what you're watching, right? Well, adverts just come out for the new Bob Marley film. I thought I'd share that. Well, I've seen that a lot, right? Now, Bob Marley was clearly an elitist stooge. Did he die at 33? Something like that. And, you know, they pushed, like, you know, what's called, like, reggae and black rights, and, you know, it's just, he's another tool, man. It was me that told you about September Clues. Oh, thanks, Albert. I thought I knew all the 911, 9/11 stuff. You'll thank me. You're going to find a YT search good. No, thank you, brother. I looked at it, actually. Thank you, brother, for reminding me. So I did look at it, and I found somewhere I could watch it. But it was made in 2007. I was like thinking, I can't believe they'd tell me anything I don't know. But maybe they can. So, yeah, I'll try and have a look, man. Remember oh, thank you, Lee. Those boxing. Remember the fat makes you fat nonsense, right? I know someone stopped eating fat, right? And he could barely open his eyes in daylight. Used to be Manosh, right? This is a super, super point, right? So I remember that time. And they're saying, oh, and all these meals would come out saying, oh, this is low fat. This is great. And you know what? It was based off a so-called piece of research. And, you can twist research. And a so-called bit of research that said fat made you fat, when the reality was it was sugar, right? Because your body needs fat, right? And who paid for this research? The sugar industry. Yeah, thank you, brother. It's insane. I tried to post the name of filmmaker that's blocking the message every time. Well, unfortunately, welcome to YouTube, blood. But thank you, man. So yeah, check out September Clues, and I've got it. I've got it in one of my browsers, so I'll check it out now. Monsieur Barish, hello, how are you? Big John's right. Fury would lose if he doesn't train seriously, which he doesn't, not hungry enough. Yeah, sure. But he looked awful against Zagalo. But I believe he is training now. I believe he is training hard. He's off the media and all that kind of stuff. Daniel Ford, Lawler. Yes, brother. I worship God. Thank you, Jesus. Always look on the bright side of life. Oof. I think we're headed for dark times, blood. Optire rated, but when you get Bradis to belt back on the rematch, then did an interview calling Bradis pussy. I don't know enough about that. I thought there were problems with getting that fight done, man. I don't know, man. Thank you, Lee. Check out the Shavkat Arakimov vs Eduardo Nunes fight in Tajikistan. Takes place 3 hours before Fury Usyk should be a war. Yeah. And I'm more likely to believe these fights that happen in countries that are not, not controlled. All these diets are total sham, yeah, and a scam. Diets don't change anything. Lifestyle choices, it's nuts. It's always been so easy. You get slim, fast plans. What are you going to do if you're fat, if you're overweight, is do more exercise and eat a healthy diet. That's all. That's all you've got to do. That's all you've got to do. You know what I'm saying? All this kind of nonsense about weighing up calories. Calories as well is a false reality. Alpha. I know I was put off for 2007 as well. I would talk about Santa Cruz. This has been massively hidden. No one knows about it. Just watch it, bro, and you'll realize what. Okay, brother, I will. Hopefully I can watch it before the next live, blood. Such all is funny when you dig deep. They'll say a new study shows sugar is good for you, and they ask, want a fat bitch at McDonald's? I mean, it's insane. The thing is, and it's the same with especially pharmaceutical industries, right? If I said to you, if you were like a data analyst, and I said to you, listen, right, I want you to prove, right, that my new medicine Vicodin and OxyContin is not addictive. Can you do that? Yes. So they brought out this whole, research that oxycodone and Vicodin, OxyContin were not addictive, and obviously they're as addictive as heroin, man. What's a chubby's favorite food? Oh, I like a different question. I mean, I'm kind of diverse in my food. I mean that in the real definition of the word. I like piri piri. I like curry. What's that Jamaican thing? Jerk chicken. But I also like a good roast. English roast, a pie, cheese. Food is one of the real delights, man. Finish that bottle. Oh, don't worry about that, man. Most next one's red meat causes cancer. Right. Now, they've been trying to get us off meat. Why? Because they want us to eat chemically prepared foods, right? And if you look, they're already doing, I mean, it's nuts. We got meat, which is like a machine, right? A machine will put it out, and it looks a bit like a steak, but obviously it doesn't taste like one. Plant-based. So plant-based diet for humans is not healthy. That's right. My boy and my dad. Hey, Chubby. Yeah, what up, blood? It's great to see you, man. As always, I love me fans. No homo. Thoughts about the tunnels? Just cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks. I think this is a bit of a distraction. I think it's been done to deliberately make people think that, and nothing will happen probably, right? And it's been done to let people think that there is an honest initiative against certain peoples, but I think it's bullshit, and they'll turn it around, and certain people will be turned into victims. Nothing will happen. Yeah. And it's like Twitter, since Elon Musk took over, is now, supposedly a lot more open, and people are a lot more honest. But that's part of the deception. I hate the smell of crazy. Do you, brother? I love it, man. What's with the vegan agenda, Chubby? I know a couple of vegans that are brainwashed. I know they live in North Korea. Well, a vegan diet is actually pretty unhealthy. It's just another part. They want to move people. I mean, the elitists are not just about power, they're about making money. And it costs a lot less to produce fake meat, so-called plants, and, feed them to the people for an extortionate price than it does to, rear cows and stuff. They say the whole US is connected by unused tunnels. So built subways were abandoned. Who knows what criminal activity goes on? There are a number of graphics that show where the underground tunnels are in the US and where children have disappeared, and sorry, I can't think of the word. I'm a bit tired, man. But they show very similar, a very similar graph, man. Monsieur Barish, should be able to sneers and golic and butter gorgeous. I have actually, in France. I have to be honest with you. The problem was, I don't like the idea of eating a whole animal, and that goes for all kinds of dishes. I don't like eating white bait. I just eating some animal digestive system and all that. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but psychologically it freaks me out. The French got good food, but I gotta be honest with you. I lived in France for a period, right? And I went to the supermarket. This was like years ago, and they had like brains in a bag. They had like organs, tripe, and I'm like, blood clot. I ain't used to this thing, man. Come on, brother. You must have seen it, man. It's just been going on over there for years. The Ukrainian war got a bit boring now. Yeah, you wonder why this is such a big story, and is it? See, the policeman who's actually Italian, of Italian American origin, in charge of the investigation is being called. You can find this out. He's been called a rabbi. So, is that the fat one? Thoughts, Monsieur Baïs. He is funny, yeah. Thoughts on Eddie looking at Scott Nixon's tone. Yeah, I mean it's pathetic, isn't it? Really. But that's the thing, right? Normies, if nothing gets released in normie papers, they don't believe it, man. Yes, what up, brother? Chubby, the John the Beast Mugabe thoughts. Oh, yeah, the Beast. He was from Uganda. He was violent. He won a world title, but I'd say he probably underperformed. But you know, he did okay. I think he's living in Australia. Cave Networks, that's right. Getting rid of meat is also against the word of God, right? Seeing as he thought we should eat meat. I think there's even something about me being outlawed at the end times. Right, wow, I didn't know that. But I mean, look, I'm an animal lover, but I also understand that if they killed humanity, it's okay. And, you know, we're made to be omnivores. Thoughts on whether Sonny Edwards is the best P4P fight. I mean, that was always a joke anyway, right? And you said the UK pound for pound fighter. I've softened on Sonny for obvious reasons, but you know, I mean, it's a bit silly. The whole pound for pound, yeah, discussion is nonsense anyway. It's all subjective. You can't, you know, for 1 minute try and compare a heavyweight, right, to, you know, a featherweight. It's just nonsense, man. Like I said, if your pound for pound is Floyd Mayweather, well, let him step in with Zhilei Zhang or whatever, you know. Come on, man. He'll get ironed out. Hey, Weps. What up, brother? Great to see you. Bernard was lapdogging about De La Olmo's West. Yeah, he's a weird guy, right? See, also, you got to understand, right? Hopkins is a wrong one. You know, he's done 10 years. That's a lot of time. If you do 10 years in the US, you've done something bad. And apparently he used to grape prisoners, and you can see he's a nasty guy, man. Thoughts on I've done that. Chubby, what's up, Aro? Does Charlie best Sonny on the covers? Probably, to be honest with you. I think he's a harder puncher, and he's certainly bigger. He's a few inches taller. He's a higher weight. Yeah, probably. Come on, Eddie, for cheating. Skies are done. Yeah, but you got to have some kind of reasonableness in how you live your life. You know, you got to decide whether sex isn't the most important thing. When you're young, it is, but you know. Sugar Ray Leonard, my all-time great. Who's yours? Oh, I don't know, to be honest with you. I haven't really thought about it that much because people exaggerate and everyone goes, "Oh, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Robinson lost a lot of fights, man." You know, it's difficult. It's a different era, right? Now, these days we have obviously PDs, supplements, better training, but also we have day before weigh-ins. All this makes a big difference, man. All this makes a big difference. Oh, Jared Bellis on bail. Yeah, I saw you got out. He said, "Oh, I'm going to prove myself that I'm innocent." Well, the problem is, right? If you get good lawyers, you in America, you get off almost anything. You know, look at Epstein. There's I had people as you thought about. I mean, the thing is, right? Before the Judge Joyce fight, the Big Bang was not. Well, it's not. He wasn't highly regarded, but he's not as highly regarded as he is now. And he's 40. and he does gas after 6 fights. There's every possibility he might, you know, be a letdown in his next fight. My boy Daniel. Coca-Cola and you made pure, grateful reading. I paid 70 for a cube. The pure, I didn't remember. I've been doing blood clot for breakfast. Then wake up and bake my responses all handle. Serious, bro. I just don't think, and I mean down the drug path and the drink path, obviously. I just don't think it's that healthy, man. I like Thomas Hearns out of the full grades. Tommy's nice, man. You know what? Looking back on it, I don't have a favorite necessarily, but Tommy Hearns he was waiting for the finish. Lee talks about Lomachenko's the best boxer I've seen score. 100% agree. And people will look back and go, oh, when he lost 3 fights, he blah, 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 blah. He beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney probably weighed like 30 pounds more than him. Salido in his second fight for the world title. He's the most skillful guy. And he hasn't got, he's got disadvantages. I think he went too high in the weight. He's got narrow shoulders and short arms. Yeah, I definitely think he's the best. Dr. Female Genital Mutilation. Thank you, brother, for the what's it called, buy me a coffee thing. So remember, if you want to show some love, there's super chat, cash out, or buy me a coffee, or Bitcoin. Roberto Duran is all-time great. I didn't appreciate Roberto Duran until I got older and realized more about boxing, because it's very easy to like the flashy guys like Leonard who punch really fast and you think, oh, they're amazing. But I didn't even understand Julio Cesar Chavez until I boxed, until I got older. But yeah, Duran was a lightweight, for goodness sake. This is before the PEDs, and he beat Iran, the Blade Barkley. Yeah. My boy, San Fran City, Warren Herner. If pro boxing finished soon, entry fights have a myriad of issues, like credible opponents. I played a big ticket seller, Frank Buglioni, a recent example of this. No, they've been saying that for years. It will change. The main thing is, do I think MMA will get bigger than boxing? Amongst the young people, MMA is bigger. I do believe so. Boxing has advantages in that it's easier to understand, that you haven't got two guys dry humping each other with sweat, right? Boxing is easy to understand. I've had girls that have come around and watched a boxing fight, and they know whoever's punching the other guy in the face better is likely to win. Boxing has advantages. It used to be it's an Olympic sport. I don't think it's finished. No. Jarrell's innocent. Free Jarrell. He must have been choked by the big bait. I mean, he go to rob a car and choke some guy. Imagine being choked by a 330-pound guy, man. That's crazy. Secret Sides don't like Jarrell for many reasons. Okay, if KJ did a hit and run, he'd be found not guilty. Yeah, they went for Miller, obviously, when he failed the test, because KJ was freaked out, but they messed up. They thought, oh, we'll get Fat Andy, and then Fat Andy ironed him out. Do you reckon Ryan Garcia is a Batman? I believe that he's been Oscar's kitchen. I believe that Oscar has inserted things inside him. Yeah, I do believe so. As long as the betting issues back in boxing will never die. That's where the real money in boxing. This is very interesting. I don't know how much I don't know how much of an influence betting has got. If you listen to Papa Legba fight film, they'll say it's a lot. But some people argue that what really decides a fight is the betting companies. I don't know, man. UFC it's not as interesting as boxing. They do make better fights, but that's also, they've got an advantage in the they're basically the promoter and the world ranking organization, and basically the managers. Oh yeah, Alpha, hit the likes, people. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't even funds to remind me. Hit the likes. Yeah, thank you, brothers. I mean, it's certainly sick, right? Come on, man. Come on. Thanks for Liam for bringing up the Corey talk. We missed it. When did Liam bring up the Corey talk? Let's go back. Oh, the Ryan Garcia Zabatamans. He's a weird one. He's obviously not the sharpest tool in the box. Right? He announced that he was divorcing his wife whilst she gave birth on the same day. He's an Instagram boxer. He's like a boy band guy. He talks about Jesus and Christianity, but I don't know, man. I don't think it's real, man. Thoughts on Leeward with Warrington 2. Do you think the stoppage was early in the first fight? I think it was obviously early because Warrington was hurt, but development, so let him, you got a minute. You got a minute to recover. So let him have his minute. As to the fight, I'm not that interested in it. It's like I can't care that much. Leewood's a degenerate as well. Acoustic, my wife's brother's a shirtlifter. He said it's fine if he's because they get influenced by the media. Back in the day, no one would say this stuff was fine, man. I've got to watch out what I say, but there's no one that can argue that sodomizing a man in the battle is completely normal behavior. I mean, come on, man. Blood clot. Bro, this is the power of what's called media. These kind of behaviors used to be considered to be mental illness, man. Would you rather be locked in Oscar's kitchen or Adam Smith? You eat Adam Smith? Come on, man. And run for the hills, blood. B, appreciate response. Thank you, brother. It ain't about comparing MMA. British cars put last year's porno depth. Your core cars on Sundays before, right? Just generally, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, brother. They've been predicting the end of boxing since 1900s. So, unfortunately, they've started to bring in celebrity boxing and stuff. It will change, unfortunately. Warrington's a better fighter, which is weird, but I don't trust him to win. Well, I put money in when I was like, I bet on Warrington, and he was, pissing it, and then he got caught, man. Right, Garcia with a little bit of fake relation says, well, he's clearly a Illuminati tool. He is. I feel sorry for him. I think he's stupid, right? And he doesn't really know what's going on. But I hope he comes to the light. No Southern area fights no more. Once the cream of the nation's up and coming. Well, yeah. People used to come to. I mean, the whole boxing has changed a lot. People used to come to local shows all the time, and there'd be more of a community. They come to see the local boxers, but it's a different world we live in, bro. What happened to Scott Fitzgerald? How did you talk about him the other day? He looked like a promising fighter. Oh, he beat Anthony Fowler. I think he got into drugs, drink. There's pictures of him on the ground outside a pub. Drink and drugs are very dangerous substances, and I believe, I'm not saying it should be haram. I don't think people should be banned from doing it, but it's. And I think he'd been slapping his girlfriend up. I don't know, man. He's training at Senegal's gym. Oh, Bristol, yeah. Once great stable. Fuck all that. Senegal is a born again Christian, right? I had Lee Haskins and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know what's happening now, brother. Lots of parts of Martin Sipa was right all along. He had a feasted. Yeah, he was. And we treated it as a joke. Oh, look at it. It's so funny. He goes, they will do this thing called NR feasting, and they will leak it like ice cream. But it is sick, man. It's dangerous. It's, do you know, right? I got to watch out what I say. But you know, like the life expectancy for people who indulge in that kind of behavior is like 20 years less. Come on, man. 5 times higher suicide rate, 5 times higher drug addiction rate. I don't think it's as high as 1 in 10. It's like 1 in. And also, people talk about, oh, you're either black man or you're straight. No. You know, you're either a pervert or you're straight. You understand me? Look at Philip Schofield. He had two daughters. He was married to a woman. George Michael went with loads of women. Freddie Mercury went with a woman. In fact, the love of his life was a woman. It's a perversion. Scott Fitzgerald's in prison for assault. Oh, okay. Who's the pound-for-pound #1 Batman in boxing? Oh, Monsieur Barish. I mean, you watch the channel. Gay J. Females are malleable, fact, yeah. Emerson synthesized managed to make a lot of them GY, lockstep with demonization, masculinity. Well, women are a lot more emotional, so they're a lot easier to manipulate emotionally, but they've done the same with large aspects of society. And they'll demonize things. Go, oh, if you say this, you're wrong. They'll assign words. You're racist, you're homophobic, you're this, you're that, you're that. Anything that they don't, the agenda, but when I say they, I mean the elites, they don't want you to support, they will ascribe a label to you. Islamophobic, homophobic, racist, misogynist, bigoted, and now you become bad. Oh, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, brother. 7 likes. Oh, yes, come on. We need. That's right, my boy, Acoustic. We need to defeat the EQ algorithm. So hit the like, man. It's it costs nothing, man. It's free. That's right. Your thoughts on the. Oh, hang on. Your thoughts on Meghan Markle, gold digger or victim? A narcissist, a tool, gold digger as well. She knew what she was getting into. Real recognized real. I know that. Is Epstein still alive? This is a very interesting question. So after he allegedly hung himself, some guy got a drone. Yeah, you feel me? He got a drone. He flew it over the island that he owned, and there's a guy looking exactly like Epstein. And now, and other stuff has come out of him in Israel, probably still alive. But what didn't happen, he didn't whack himself, man. Porn is a big factor. Yeah, people come perverted, especially when it's young people watching. It's sickening, man. I have a friend, right? And I have a friend, and he has got kids that are like 6, 8, and they already watch this stuff. I mean, sick stuff like Batty in the Batty hole stuff. It breaks my heart, man. Jimmy, do you remember Carlos Monzon, great champ Hall of? Oh, of course, Carlos Monzon. But he killed his wife, right? Which is great. It's not great. But he was champion, wasn't he, in France? In France, they loved him, man. He was a bit of a star, right? Yeah. Stephen Hawkins on the island, strange. Right. And people will be like, I mean, that is strange. People will be like, well, what's he going to do? He's an imbecile sitting in a chair. But, you know, I mean, apparently you take part in, you know, group things and, you know, yeah, it's very bizarre. He is a tool of the Illuminati. That shows you how deep it goes. Everyone who wants to be famous, wants to make money from their fame, has to indulge in sick behaviour. Carlos Monzon the two best wife killers in boxing. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, man. Adrenal. Right. Yes, B. San Fran City. Wow, what are you saying, blood? You think rumors of Lennox and Sol Campbell yeah, producing a white kid as a substance. I don't know about a white kid, but yeah, rumors that age. I made some videos about it. So Lennox had like I said, like people go, oh, he can't be Batty Man, he's got kids, but so's Philip Schofield, you know what I'm saying? And it's a kind of perversion, it's a fetish. So the thought then Lennox had a what was his name, Brian or Glenn, who used to be in the right. He used to be in ringside, and apparently when he got knocked out by Ragman, he goes, "Oh, where's Glenn? Or where's Glenn?" Yeah, absolutely into batty business. It doesn't mean he can't have kids, all right? Come on, man. Where's the list? Oh, the episode. Well, I never do everything fully. I watched Palm when I was a teenager. You know, when someone who's still there does videos and watch it, but I'm being into discussing. Well, even in my day, right, which is pre-internet, guys would nick their dad's magazines, but it's even weirder than that, right? Search this. I ask you to search this. A lot of people say it was a psychological operation. They used to put pornography in bushes and stuff like that near schools. I remember discovering some, right? And so many people said the same thing. I remember discovering some in bushes because they were there to sexualize people, man. Thoughts on conspiracy? They say Floyd might have killed his first wife without a mysterious lawsuit. Oh, she filed 20. I didn't know about this, blood. Tell me more about it, bro. Tell me more about it, man. Could even have just chucked Hawker's name there and try and make it unbelievable and throw people off center. Yeah. Psychological operations are very complex, right? And they play but all the sides. Most you drunk in the pub will be like cider. I think you drink, but I drink lager on the whole. But then I drink nothing for months, man. Right, acoustics, right. I found magazines every day as a 10-year-old in the bushes. Yes, very intriguing. Right, and listen, man, look online. Look at you have it again and again and again. And conspiracy theorists, and they say, well, they drop this because the reason they want to super sexualize people is to make them degenerate, to get them obsessed with sex, right? Instead of normal things. You know, I first seen Penthouse magazine when I was like 10, you know, and hardcore graphic stuff when I was 13. And it's how they break moral values. And that's absolutely right, man. So many people have said, from our era, have said they used to find magazines, right, in the bushes. Somebody says Samantha Fox transform would make so. Yeah, the whole who's a transformer, who's I don't know, bro. But she's apparently rug munching. This is 1978. Well, there you go, brother. But it's true. It's true. When I first saw a Pum Pum, a real Pum, no, what I mean is a magazine or a Pum Pum, I was a bit upset how ugly it looked. But we're not meant to find genitals attractive or batty holes, right? We're not at all. You know, what do we find attractive in a woman? You know, her hips, her waist, her lips, her thighs, her eyes. Get me? But they started to push. You know, I mean, look at batty business. They've started to push in straight people. Going up the batty is something that you want to do. You know, don't buy their shops. Yeah. I know. You should have seen that at the age of 8, blood. Yeah, totally, bro. You know, right. When I was young, you know, I just get the sun every time I could. I get the sun, and they'd have a pastry girl, and my mind would go crazy. You know, my mind would go crazy. I'd probably whack off, but I didn't need to be exposed to that. It's sickening, man. Terry from Brookside. Yeah, thank you, brother. I don't know who Terry from Brookside is, but this is like one of the Scalsers from what's that film called? Snatch. No, the other one, Lock Stop. Lock Stop was whack. Snatch is quite good though. Yeah. Has he? Doesn't surprise me. When you got that much money, you just get anything you want, man. Love post talk. Let's talk Corey. No, Corey talk. Let's have one more. Right, what's the time? Okay, 5 more minutes and I'm out of here. Thank you very much, by the way, to everyone. Right, let me say thanks to peeps. So thanks to my boy Lehman Chains, 299 Aussie. Thank you, brother. Foot Nose, 499 UK. Tom Diddy, £5. Andrew, £10. Very generous. Thank you all to all the funds. Let's have a few more questions. Tribby, I was ready to eat soap if I saw I was 8 or did you ever eat soap? Actually, yeah. I was by a teacher. I don't really agree with that kind of behavior, but you know, there have to be ways to regulate behavior. But I mean, I thought that was a bit extreme, to be honest with you. You know, because I've been kind of influenced by older guys. Yeah, thank you, Liam. I watched the Forrest Gump the other day. Thank you. With that nonce Hanks, yeah, made my stomach turn. He's got Greek citizenship 2018 to avoid prosecution of the Epstein. What? Yeah, I mean, he's one of the most disappointing people for a lot of normies, or sorry, guys that used to be normies and came red pill, to see that he's one of the worst nonsense. It's tragic, but that's how Hollywood is run. I think he's got a chance. There's no doubt. My main problem is that British fighters don't travel that well. That's a very good point. Think about it. All the men who bought this magazine from the shop wouldn't walk out the street and throw in a bush when finished. Yeah, they put them, or they keep it. You know, they just used to turn up randomly near schools. Have a search. You know, whatever forum you want, you see it again and again and again. No, no slapping me, just a slap in there. He's from Fat Max. No, I don't give a fuck about that fat degenerate prick. Supposedly he's coming back to what? Being a fat useless pig. Kevin Smith's couches. I think that's a bit harsh, man. I think that's a bit harsh. He's only had one loss against Canelo, who bashed his arm up. And Patel is like 39, right? Yeah, exactly, man. And some of the stuff that was in it, right? You read the stories, right, as a kid, and they would be so graphic and so perverted. You know, the normal manner is this: you're with a woman, you love her, you make love. You don't have to do sick stuff, man. Smith got a puncher's chance. I think it's even more than that. You know. I think he's got broad shoulders. He's taller. Notice Triple R had the feds around his house. Might be old news. Don't keep up. I don't keep up with him because he's a bum. He's a wrong un. But it doesn't surprise me. Right, I'm going to eat something in a minute, blood. I haven't really had much to eat. Count Smith won the Super Six, beat favourite Groves and Spencer. Was a very strong, powerful. Right. I just watched a preview on Sky Sports, and I was like, the thing is about Patel, he's not that good, but he's obviously hits extremely hard. But Callum has certain advantages: height, reach, You know, age. Bye, mate. Yeah, I'll be going soon, man. I heard this. Dylan retired. I think Dylan is still conversing with his lawyers. Or he might have decided it's too much money and he's just retiring. I don't know. I remember when I was a kid, we felt like white man in bushes, like winning the lottery. Exactly, but why did kids keep on finding these magazines in bushes? That's the question. All right, I'm going to finish up, right? Firstly, much love to my friends. So many funds. Liam and Chains, $2.99. Footnose, $4.99. Don Diddy, $4.99. Andrew with a very generous $10. It's great to see Andrew again. Look, I love you all. No homo. I'm going to do another live soon, I guess. Maybe Friday. But, take care, guys. Keep your eyes open. Take the red pill. Be real. Peace in the Middle East.